Hello. Let's see. No, that's not what I want. We're doing, oh, that's not what I wanted either. Okay, I think we're live. So say hey so I can see ya, see who's here. I am doing readings today, and normally I do kind of my own thing, but today I feel like I want to read for you guys. So who would like a reading today? I can do I put the wrong caption up there. Card pull, yes, no question. Ask me anything. I can check into with your chakras. Let me get a pendulum here. Oh no, hate it when it knots like that. So, but I cannot see your names in here. So please, I see a me, please, and a me, of course, but I don't know who you are. So if you'll just say, oh, I need wisdom. There's quite a few of you, but I need your names. So I'm in a couple of different platforms, so I can't even get on my phone to see because I'm in a couple different places. So Jennifer, all right, a card. So just tell me if you want a card, if you have a yes, no question, and you can just say your name, yes, no question, your name, card, or if there's something specific that you're wanting it geared towards, tell me the specific thing you want it geared towards. For summer, ooh, it's for summer. You want to know what you want to know. You want to know what you need to know for summer. Okay. For summer. So I've got a couple of different things. I really love to use books as oracles. They're really, really fun, especially ones that I've like this one's all marked up. Okay, Jamie. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so this is in the Hathor initiation. This is page 103. Underneath the anatomy of your throat chakra. So for anybody that's got this book, you can find this. We're 1, 2, 3, 4. We're in the fourth paragraph down, and what is popping out at me is you may have been there when we've done this, Jamie, and rising. You can place your finger on the suprasternal notch at the base of your throat, just above the collarbone, and begin to tone. So here's this, if you kind of lift it up, and there's this hollow space right here, and you also have your sternum down, and if you were to hold it like a sword, right, this is your suprasternal notch. This tiny cavern in the landscape of your, so begin to tone. Feel the remarkable waves of light and sound that vibrate against the press of your fingertip. Just start to Om. That's an easy one to always do. Om. And feel the vibration. And see if you can raise Om. And find the tone that feels the most powerful, where you get the most vibration. And everybody try this. This is really powerful, finding your vibration and frequency here. Feel the remarkable waves of light and sound that vibrate against the press of your fingertip. This tiny cavern in the landscape of your throat is considered the temple gateway for the alchemical Ritri of manifestation. So Ritri is an aspect of communication, creativity, and manifestation. When focused intentions pass through this acoustic doorway as defined sound waves of your spoken desire, they then intersect with the quantum fabric of physical reality according to their encoded direction, generating new form and experience. So When you're saying your affirmations or your mantras, or you're wanting to manifest something specific for this summer, Jamie, place your hand here. Find your tone. Oh, there we go. Ah, there it is for me. So find that and then state what you're wanting to call in for this summer. This is very powerful. Our throat chakras are the first expression, physical, like expression in the manifesting channel. As we move down the chakras, we have our crown chakra connects to a spirit world. This is inspiration in spirit nation, inspiration. And then we see it in our mind's eye, and then we speak it, right? So we have this inspiration, we form the idea, we create the image that we want, and then we start to express it using words and using our voice. So really, really powerful. Let me know how that feels for you, Jamie. Okay. Let's see. Melody Klein. I'm feeling kind of lost and stagnant with my career. So would you like a card, Melody? Would you like a yes, no question? Would you like me to, what do you want for that? And also please state your name again. Because it just does not tell me your name here. Okay, I've got, and I'm so open, maybe relationships. I've had a lot of change, so everything feels new. Okay, I don't know who that is. You guys, you have to type your name in every comment. I'm sorry, I know it's a pain, but this is the only thing that I have found that broadcasts across multiple platforms that we're on. And so, I don't know who said card pull, please. So I need to maybe change this. I'm going to hide this, edit it. Okay. You have to comment with your name each time. Oh, I don't like that it's there, but whatever. Okay. Okay, card pull, Melody Klein. Okay. Okay. So stagnant in your career. Let's just read through this again. Feeling kind of lost, stagnant with career. Okay. Melody. What wisdom does Melody need in her career? She's feeling a little lost and stagnant. What guidance for the highest good of Melody and all involved does she need for her career? Okay, just jumped out, just flew out of the book. The heart, right here. Look at that beautiful picture too. I always love to just look at the images first and see what it invokes in me. Just like seems to me like quietness, stillness, meditativeness. Like fishing always makes me think of just nature, contemplation, meditation, right? Right in the nest, in the middle of the nest, these lights. Let's see what it says. The home, the center, the throne. It is possible from an imaginal point of view to sense the heart as a place. Either we are there within the realm of expansion and compassion, or we have drifted somewhere else. There is no in between. It is common for us to leave this archetypal center without realizing it, as the world, with its seductive twists and turns, offers us frequent departure. We may even become a stranger to the landscape of the heart, leaving it vacant for long stretches of time. The seat of the heart is often reclaimed by nature, music, dance, and the presence of children or animals. This card encourages us to move past the layers of life's tangles and knots and enter the wild and sacred center of the self. The most precious throne in the galaxy is awaiting your return. When light, expansive, knowing, gentle, clarity. When dark, fraught, tangled, betrayal. Recall the last time your heart was touched. Soak in every detail you can feel, or every detail Blah. Soak in every detail you can and feel the heart awaken. Some say there's a cave at the center of the heart. Others say it is a pool with a flowering white lotus. Imagine yourself there and draw what you see. Okay, Melody, what I am picking up when I'm reading this is that this line that it's common for us to leave this center without realizing it, as the world with its seductive twists and turns offers us frequent departure. The question I want to ask you, and you don't have to answer for everyone, this is something that I really actually want you to sit with. Listen to your instinct that pops up, and then I want you to dig deeper. But your job, your work, your career, whatever it is it aligned with your heart's passion, your soul's desires, the things that light you up in life? Or is it just a job? Does it just bring you money and you're doing it because you need the money? And if it is just a job and it is not connected to the heart, you have choices. How can you add heart to what you're doing? Or is it time to make a change? And only your heart can tell you. And I will let you know that the heart is not going to give you an easy answer. It will take work, and it will require trust. It will require surrender, and it will require a lot of faith. Because the heart is not going to give you a 10 step-by-step process. It's going to give you one thing. And then once you do that one thing, it's going to show you the next thing. And then it's going to show you the next thing. And sometimes it's like, if I do this one thing, in your mind, your human ego mind's going to go, whoo, and it's going to like line out all of the things and ways that you think it's going to turn out. Don't listen to the mind. Ignore that. Or just go, okay, I see you. You're afraid, and that's okay. But we're going to like lean into trusting this heart space. Let's see. Love that. Thank you. Are there any retreats for June and July coming up? I do not believe so. But our women's circle is always pretty amazing. Like if you can make it to women's circle. And then also another thing that I would suggest is our Soul Connection class on Tuesday nights online. That one we are going through, do I have it here? I don't. We are going through the zodiac wheel of the houses. And the houses, right now we're in the second house in Taurus. Your second house may or may not be in Taurus, but we are going over your relationship with the houses, which is always about how you feel, how you connect with the outside world in here. So our Tuesday night class is very much about you learning how to connect to your ways of learning, your ways of understanding, your ways of expressing and interacting with the world. So I can put a link here in a little bit later when I'm done. So, okay, excuse me. I just had lunch. Okay, Jennifer. Okay. You've never had a card pull for me? I'm like backwarding words. Whoo, let's get my throat chakra clear. Ooh, maybe spray some voice on it here. Lots of new changes, exciting to open possibilities, and not currently in a relationship. Okay. All right. Sophia Code wants to come out again. Jennifer, relationship feels new. Not currently in one. Okay, so this is the green Tara key code, activation, initiation. This is page 155. We're going one. There's a Om Tare Tu Tare Ture Soha. This is green Tara's mantra. And the second one down is what I have been called to read. I am the one who protects from all fears. It is within my sovereign power to abstain from terrorizing my awareness with fear. I unify my awareness with the unconditional divine love of my higher self consciousness as a whirling mass of light in which no darkness may abide. This light shines in every direction so that my thoughts always know which way to return home to the peace within me. I bless my heart with mudras that dispel the 8 great fears for the liberation of all beings. Okay, Om Tade Tu Tade Ture Soha. I'm going to type this in the chat. Om Tade Tu Tade Ture Soha. This is Green Tara's mantra. And she is just this beautiful goddess that helps with so much. She removed all the viral programming that gets stuck in our brains. So all the societal, the religious, the ancestral, any trauma that's happened, she helps remove that from your brain, from your mind, so that you can find this clarity and that peace into the heart, right? Like this kind of tags along with melodies, right? Like the brain is going to have an opinion. The brain is going to have thoughts about this. Om Tade Tu Tade Ture Soha helps remove those viral programs of fear so that you can then sink into the heart, which is where your true power lies to make any change, to see any truth, to hold any wisdom. And Jennifer, what's showing up for me is this, like everything feels new, and new can be scary for the ego sometimes because it's like, danger, danger. We don't know what could be lurking around the corner. So we got to be on full alert. Right. And so that jumped out at me. And then the other one that came to me was like when it was talking about this line. I'm going to read it again because it's just so powerful. I unify my awareness with the unconditional divine love of my higher self-consciousness as a whirling mass of light in which no darkness may abide. And I saw this whirling mass of light in 2 places, up here in the head, so that it clears out the viral programming in the mind, that fear, the unknown, the fear of rejection in relationships, because that's real. And then I also saw it in the heart. In the heart, it felt more of this, like how the heart beats, boom, 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 boom. But it wasn't just in here. It was like this boom, 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 boom. And each heartbeat sent out this ray of light that's pushing out of your aura all the fears of the unknown and just surrounding yourself with light so that you can be in a beautiful, clear space. Let's see, this light shines in every direction so that my thoughts always know which way to return home to peace within me. Right here. I bless my heart with mudras that dispel the 8 fears for liberation of all beings. Om Tade Tu Tade Ture Soha. When you chant this mantra, not only does it release the fears that you have, but the collective fears as well that you hold within you, which collective fears of the unknown, fears of rejection. Those are totally normal, natural fears. And so that white light is sending that out, and it's clearing it in your auric field. It's clearing it in your mind, and it will also give you that clarity and peace of mind to know how to trust your heart. And it will also draw in the people that are on the same frequency and wavelength as you. How does that feel, Jennifer? That's really exciting. Congrats on this newness. It's so exciting to be in a new space. And I love when cards like stack on top of each other, because the heart space for melody is like so powerful for this, like that letting go of the fear and using the mantra to release those viral beliefs so that you can really tune into this heart space. Beautiful and spot on. Love the mantra, especially. Yes. Like this is one of my favorites. It's super easy. You just hand on your heart. Just like, 2 hands on the heart, prayer, the mudra, lotus. Like there's really, you can't Ooh, Garuda Mudra. This is wings of the eagle, like letting your heart soar. I'm just like, I always think of Napoleon Dynamite with this. I'm like, oh, send the heart out into the universe. Oh, I love it. Okay. All right. Anybody else want a card pull? Or I can tune in and do a yes, no question. I can check your chakras. I can, whatever is needed right now. And if anybody wants to double dip, if you're all still here and everybody, I did 3. I see 5 people here. So there's maybe 2 people who didn't get a go. Do you want a card? Would you like me to pull a card for you? We can consult the pendulum. All the fun stuff. Oh. We can also just sit in silence. Where did she go? How does the pendulum work online? That's a great question. So technically there is no space and time, right? There is no space and time. So if you want me to tune into you and you give me consent by commenting in the box, that then opens your energy for me here to tune in, and I can ask the question and get a yes, no. Because even though it seems like we're very far apart, there is no space. There is no time. So I can tune into your energy right now. Do you guys know that if we took, because right, we're atoms, right? We're mostly space. We're like 99.99% space, and we're only 0.001% matter. So this whole like Newtonian world that we've been taught we live in, that where everything is physical, is only 0.001% of our reality. Not crazy? So, yes. Emmy. Okay, Emmy, what do you want to know with the pendulum? So ask me. You don't have to say the question out loud if it's personal, but you can just ask the question in your head, and make sure it's a yes, no question, and I can give you the yes, no. Or I can check your elements, the flow of your yes, no question. I can check your chakras. There's quite a few things. I can tune in with the pendulum. It's super fun. So, woo, pendulum love. Yeah. So this Newtonian world that we thought we lived in, where everything is matter, it's not. It's really not. It's all quantum. It's all energy. And every entire human on this planet, all 7 billion people, if we took away all the space between our cells and atoms, we would all fit in the size of a sugar cube. So I tap into the sugar cube. No, I don't tap into the sugar cube. I tune into that 99.99% energy that is all around us. Okay, I asked this before, but am I ready to have my name removed from the records of the LDS Church? Jamie, do the other question first, though, only if you have time. Gotcha. I didn't want to jump in line. Okay, yeah. Emmy, if you want to type in your question or just ask for a yes, no while thinking it. Okay, Jamie. I'm going to ask first if I'm allowed to tune into this question. Can I tune into this question? I'm getting a no, Jamie. And you know why? You know why I'm getting a no, that I can't tune into this question, because you have to come to this. Even if I say yes, or I say no, or I get a hold still, right? Like, you still have to come up with your own answer, your own decision, your own choices. And Here's the thing. Does it really matter? Does it really matter? That's what you have to ask. Does it really matter if I get my records removed or not? How do I feel about each and why? Right? Like you really have to sit with it. This one's on you, and I love you so much. And I want to know what you have planned for the summer. What is the fun mom Jamie doing for summer this year? We just got back camping from Topaz Mountain. That was really fun. Okay. Hello. Charlotte. Well, I go to the police academy this year. Okay. So I do not ask future questions. I do have rules with the pendulum. I'm not going to ask if your boyfriend is cheating on you or future outcomes, because there's so many things that could happen between now and then, the choices that you make and other people make that can affect that outcome, that I will not predict outcomes. I will not predict the future. So relationships, what is your relationship with wanting to be in the police academy? What is your relationship with the application process? Or I don't know exactly how that works. So something that is in your control. I can ask yes, no questions on something that is in your control, something you're wanting to know the energy behind. Well, fine. I love you, JB. Okay, Emily, I don't know. Let's just do a yes, no, because it's a complicated question. Too lengthy. Thank you. Okay. Emily, do I have permission to tune into your yes, no question? Okay, so I'm getting a yes. Okay. Emily, yes or no? I'm getting a no. Do I need to check the flow with this relationship of this question? No. Okay. So if you have a follow-up question, Emily, feel free to ask it below. Should I continue to try to reach out to my husband verbally, etc.? Okay. I don't know who this person is. It just says Facebook user. I'm sorry. I do need to know your name. I tune in. I can't tune in yet. I need a name. I do need a name. I apologize. The software is the best I got to go across all these different platforms simultaneously, but it still has flaws. Like, I do see some names. Some of you must use Restream or something. Shelly. Okay, Shelly. Should I continue to reach out to my husband verbally? Shelly. Can I tune into Shelly now? Yes. Shelly, continue to reach out to her husband. Okay, I'm getting a no. Can I tune into more? Yes. Okay, I'm gonna read your relationship with your husband. Okay, can I check relationship with her husband? Show me the flow. Water is flowing. Wood is flowing. Fire is flowing. Earth is stopped. And metal is unwinding. Okay. So with your relationship with your husband, there's earth. Look up traditional Chinese element earth meaning. And it's all about sympathy, compassion. So Shelly, I'm not sure who you are, because all I know is a first name. I know quite a few Shellys. So what's coming to me is this: have you forgiven yourself in this relationship with him? And have you forgiven him? Have you been able to find compassion? What is really showing up is a Judge Your Neighbor worksheet by Byron Katie, doing a Judge Your Neighbor worksheet on your issue with your husband. One issue, just pick one. And I'd be happy to do that with you. This whole month, I'm doing donation-based sessions. We can do this one online. I can walk you through a Judge Your Neighbor worksheet. Jamie, if you're still on here, can attest to the power of Judge Your Neighbor worksheets. So earth is blocked, which means there's not sympathy, there's not compassion, there's not this like, I see you, you see me. And so Judge Your Neighbor worksheet can really help with that. And then it's unwinding and metal, meaning you're still coming to a conclusion on exactly what you want, what you're going to receive, hold on to, or what you're going to let go of. And so a Judge Your Neighbor worksheet will help you find that compassion, either for yourself or for him or both. And then you'll be more clear to be able to make a decision, and metal and earth should start flowing properly. Okay. Someone says they'll reach out to me at the shop. Okay. Messenger's great as well. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Anyone else want to do a reading? Let's see where. I don't even think I brought I didn't. We got about 15 more minutes, 15, 20 more minutes. Can do readings. Just ask me anything. Ask me, you can ask me personal questions about me and my processes, my life, my journey. I am an open book. But it is interesting. I do have rules with pendulums, right? Like I will not predict the future, because the future, I believe, is you have so many, I believe in the quantum universe. You can switch and change your outcome any moment you choose. When I channel, I have a lot of people are like, oh, will you channel my grandma or my mom or my sister or my aunt or my dog? And I'm like, no, I will not. I'm sorry, because I don't know where they are. I don't know what part of the journey in spirit world they're in. So I will open up a container of safety. I will call in spirit guides, any that would like to be there for your highest good. And then I will channel them. But and sometimes your grandma or your sister or your dog shows up, but I cannot guarantee that. And so I don't. These are just some of my own personal feelings I have around channeling and pendulums and stuff like that. So, and I know other people do. Other people do predict the future. Other people do say, yeah, I'll channel your grandma. So you're welcome to go find them. This is how I do it, which is totally fine. Let's see, Emily, your answer just spoke to my soul. No, it actually confirmed what I was feeling. I'm excited, a little unsure of what's next, but deep down I knew it was time to address that. Wow, thank you. Hey, you are so welcome. Yeah, and if you've never done a Judge Your Neighbor worksheet, they are really, really powerful. You can get them online free. If you just Google Judge Your Neighbor worksheet and print it off. And the steps, the instructions are pretty clear. You can watch a video, YouTube tutorial, like it's pretty amazing, all that stuff. So Jennifer, I'm working to clean up my home and other people's belongings attached to me and here home. Do you feel that this is a final ending or personal feels for me? Do you feel this is a final ending or personal feels for me? I'm not sure I understand what you're asking, Jennifer. Will you clarify your question a little bit? I don't know what you mean by personal feels for me. So while you type in that, Jamie, can I check relationship with her husband? Yes. Okay. Show me the flow in water. Water's good. Show me the flow in wood. Wood is good. Fire. There's a little excessive fire. It's a big fire. Not huge, but it's a little overactive fire. Show me the flow in earth. Earth is good. Show me the flow in metal. And metal is flowing, but it's small. It's a small flow. So a lot of excitement, a lot of fire, a lot of passion, and maybe we need to release a couple of things. Or use that, a lot of that excessive fire to maybe refine some of that metal, some of the things that you're deciding between letting go or receiving. Use that fire to help refine that metal so that the metal can flow better. So you use, does that make sense? Does that make sense? You have excess fire and your fire is going, but it's just a little bit. So it's like, maybe it just needs a little purifying, and that's why your fire is so high. It's like, what are you deciding? What are you guys deciding on right now? And how can you use that excessive fire energy to help you decide to clean out that metal energy? Let me know if that makes sense, Jamie. Okay, so, Jamie says the Judge Your Neighbor worksheet is powerful, especially with Jenny. She's so good at working through it with you. Thank you. Yeah, I love walking through Judge Your Neighbor worksheets. And they helped me so much when I was going through my divorce. Like not feel like I was a horrible monster. Also helped me when I was going through my faith crisis and leaving the religion I was raised in and going, oh my God, am I going to hell? So Judge Your Neighbor worksheets really, really helped me. I love sharing those with other people. So let's see. Do you feel that you have any of your personal feelings for me? Okay, I see. Okay, so Jennifer, is this a final ending? Let's go through your relationships with this cleaning out. Can we check Jennifer's relationship with cleaning out? Okay, show me water is flowing. Wood is flowing. Fire is flowing. Earth is flowing. Metal is unwinding. So metal, again, is that decision time. What am I releasing? What am I letting go of? What am I holding on to? Or what am I pulling in? What am I receiving? So it just, and that's like totally in alignment with cleaning out. So maybe just ask yourself with every item that you're cleaning out or holding on to, like, why am I holding on to this? Or what is my purpose for releasing? And as you're releasing, like sending it with love and light, and maybe even like literally cutting the cord of an attachment of energy that you have to that thing that had attachment to that person. Whoop, and we're releasing with love and light. May you be blessed. Bless your heart. Right? And then it can become like this sacred cleansing, clearing practice. Jay Shetty actually talks about this in his book, Think Like a Monk. When they would clean out the temple, they would imagine that they were sweeping out the cobwebs of their heart. So as you're cleaning out your space and getting rid of other people's stuff, imagine you're not only just cleaning out the physical stuff, but you're cleaning out the energetic stuff as well. It's like, oh, yep, and releasing that. And give yourself real space and time as you're doing it. Allow the emotions to come. If you need to throw it, if you need to rip it, if you need to stab it or punch it or scream or hold it and cry and just thank it for what it did for you while you had it, and then lovingly release it onto its next part of this journey. Wow. I wish I would have had that information when I was cleaning out from my divorce. And I don't know if you're going through a divorce or whatever, but that's just what keeps popping up in my head. That's a really fun thing to tell people that are divorced to do. Like, yeah, get rid of that in that energetic way. Okay. It does make sense. Thank you, Jamie. Okay, you're welcome. Jennifer. Okay. Basically interested in anything that'll wrap up this cycle. Yeah. Just cleanse it all out, release it, send it off with good love and light. Okay. Gave great confirmation. All right. Perfect. Okay, we got about 10 more minutes, you guys. Who else wants another one? Anybody want another one? Actually, I feel like I want to read something from here. So this is the Parents' Tao. Tao Te Ching. This one's really, really beautiful. I love the Tao and the Taoist teachings. This one's for parenting, but I also read it as like my children, because I do have physical children, but I also think of my creations, like my studio is one of my children. Anything that I have made, created. And so this is one of the ways I read that. Doing nothing. Doing nothing while your child fails requires great courage and is the way of wisdom. Gentleness when your child misbehaves requires great self-control and is the way of power. Do not succumb to berating, scolding, interfering, interrupting, lecturing, or controlling your child. Let your gentle presence teach all that is necessary. Wow. That one's hard, right? Because we love our kids so much and we just want them to succeed. But if we jump in and save them from their failure, or they learn that failure is bad, and they learn that they can't do it on their own, and they learn that they're not capable, and they don't learn, because failure is how we learn. That's a good one. So someone's asking, what's the Judge Your Neighbor worksheet? So the Judge Your Neighbor worksheet is a worksheet that the way Byron Katie is the author, the creator of The Work. So you can go to thework.com and all of the stuff you'll find on there as well. But it's you judge your neighbor, write it down, ask 4 questions, and turn it around. So basically it is learning that the judgments and thoughts that we have up here are usually a direct reflection of how we feel about ourselves. Because we live in this quantum universe, remember, where everything is 99.99% space and only 0.001% matter. So the world that you see, you created because you believe it exists, right? Seeing is not believing. You will only believe it. You will only see it once you believe it. So this is quantum physics. And so if you look around right now, everything you see, you created because you believe this to be true. You believe it to exist. And so when you create a relationship with another person, and we project a lot of our own shit onto them unknowingly, right? And like one thing that I'm really practicing with Jerry, which is really, really beautiful, is like really trusting that when he says something, that's what he means, like not reading into it, right? Because I was raised in a codependent family due to trauma. And then I was in a codependent marriage, again, due to trauma. And that codependent relationship for me was like, I got to read the room and I got to anticipate what everybody needs. And so I was always projecting things on people. And the Judge Your Neighbor worksheets went, hold on, but is that true? These are the 4 questions you ask. Is it true? Can I absolutely know with 100% certainty that it's true? And the answers are yes or no. Not, well, kind of, sort of, well, yes, but, well, sometimes it's yes or no. It's yes or no. The 3rd question is, how do you feel when you believe that thought or that judgment? Like, and what are your reactions? What do you say? What do you do? What are the sensations, the physical sensations in your body? What are your impulses? Like, we can really dive in here. And then the 4th one is, who would you be without that thought? Who would you be in that moment without that judgment? How would you feel differently? How would you respond differently? What would your impulses be? What would you see? What would you experience if you did not have that judgment in that moment? And it's just a practice, right? Excuse me. And then you turn it around. You turn the statement around. You turn it around to the self, to the other, and to the opposite. Oh, excuse me. And it is a really, really fun process. I don't have those cards right next to me. Otherwise, I'd pull some of her cards out. But it is a really, really beautiful process. I'm like, nothing else is coming to me. So if anybody else have any questions that they want to know, or anybody else want a card pull or relationship checked? And it doesn't have to be a relationship with another person. It could be a relationship with money, relationship with your body, relationship with food, relationship with your dog, with summer. Oh, it's not summer yet, with spring. Relationship with your job, relationship with, these are all the relationships we can check. It doesn't necessarily mean me and this person. I'll give it another minute or so. See if anybody wants to comment. Type up a little question. I hope maybe while we're doing that, I will find the links to Soul Connection. It's our online class that we do every Tuesday night, and it is recorded with our so you can go back and watch. Let's see, does this do the online classes? It does. Okay, cool. Boop-a-doo. There you go. There's our schedule of classes, our online and our in-studio classes. Can you check my relationship with my work? This really ties into my earlier question, Emily. Okay. Check. Can I check Emily's relationship with their work? Yes. Okay. Water. Flowing. Wood. Flowing. Fire. Flowing. It looks a little big. Or was wood just small? Let me check her water again. Wood may have been small. Let me see here. Earth, metal, wood. It was wood. So wood is flowing, but it's just like it's a slow flow. So it's like we want to pick up the wood energy a little bit, and the wood energy is that like I'm doing the thing. Right? It's that, like, it's very masculine, penetrating energy, right? The roots go down, the tree trunk rises up. It's like, I'm doing the thing. So it's not stuck. It's not stuck energy. It's just the momentum is maybe slowed down a little bit. So it feels like, okay, breathe. I'm holding my breath. I'm like, are you speaking to me? Hold my breath so I can hear you. But I need to breathe because that's how spirit enters, is through the breath. So is there more information for Emily on this wood thing about momentum? No, it's saying you know what I'm talking about. I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't know what it means about what momentum means to you. Only you can determine that. So let me know if that helps, or if you need more clarity. So if you need more clarity, I probably need a little more clarity. I need a little more information, not clarity. I need a little more information. While we do that, let's see. I believe we are in Gemini season. So we're in the third house. Happy Gemini season. Geminis are known as the twins. And it's kind of like, it's not really like a Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde, but kind of sometimes it can be. That's like the shadow. Well, I mean, there's a shadow in the light, I guess. So, but Geminis I really love Gemini. I have a lot of friends that are Geminis. And they're really beautiful souls because they can see all sides of a situation. But it's also really frustrating for them because they can see all sides and all ways that it's hard to know what to do. And the third house is all about communication, writing, language, education, study, social media, and interspecies communication. Ooh, siblings, neighbors are associated with the third house as we maintain connections with those immediately around us. Although immediately around us can mean chatting to online friends on the other side of the world, because if you're connected globally through the interwebs, it could be really, really awesome. And then Gemini is, let's see, the planet Mercury is ruled by it. And the Sarasvati, Psyche, Sarah Dwin, these are some of the goddesses associated with it. But we'll be going more into this in our Tuesday online class. So let's see. Emily says it helps. Okay. All right. So let's do a quick little reading. Actually, like a card pull, just a card pull in general for everyone. What archetypal energy does everybody need today for their highest good? The Lover. Woo-hoo-hoo. Right here. The Lover. The lover, the heart, the beloved, the devoted. It's interesting because we got the heart earlier. I love it when there's a theme. Pulsing through the heart of the lover is gratitude. The lover appreciates and experiences the world through the senses, reveling in beauty, song, art, music, scents, and sensuality. This energy awakens at the tip of our tongue when we taste the sweetness of honey, kiss a lover, or speak gentle words to a child. The lover lingers in foreplay, aroused not by the getting there, but by the slow merging of self and other. This energy is usually experienced for short periods of time, as in order to feel it, we must be fully present and awake, with no expectations or rules about what should be. Rather, the lover is in awe of what the world presents, reveling in the glorious details, grateful to savor every last drop of life's offerings. When light, connection, expansion, devotion, awe. When dark, indulgent, attachment, obsession. Contemplate Aphrodite, Krishna, and Radha. When you hold someone's gaze for several moments, you'll feel the lover within you awaken. It is common to seek the lover in another. The true gift is finding the lover in yourself. Mm-hmm. So I need to look up to find out who, and maybe one of you guys will know. You guys, there's like these giant bumblebees. They're like this big. I'm not even kidding. Outside my window. They're huge. They're so pretty. I'm like, what kind of species, what species of bumblebee is that? Okay, I digress. I get so excited. I'm just a lover of nature. Okay, so back. There's someone who said, be careful staring into someone's eyes, because you look in their eyes for 3 minutes or longer. I think it's maybe even 2 minutes. 2 minutes or longer, you will fall in love with that person. It is so true. And it's the most beautiful thing. I love doing eye gazing experiences and experiments at retreats and workshops and stuff, because number one, it is incredibly uncomfortable. And I love getting people out of their comfort zone, because that's where growth happens. most of the time we don't look at people in the eye anymore. Thanks to, this beautiful technology that helps me connect right here and now. It has also taught us to like, oh, I'm uncomfortable. I'm going to look down and act like I'm busy. We just don't look in eyes anymore. And it's the window to the soul. It is so powerful. So falling in love with yourself, finding the lover of yourself would be mirror gazing. The lover archetype is present everywhere, not just where conventional forms of pleasure and beauty are found. The lover's awe is unconditional. Like the bumblebee that I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I love it. But I don't love mosquitoes yet. You guys, look, 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 5 mosquito bites right here. They bit me on both of my ears and behind them. And I got a couple on my arms. Like, really need some natural mosquito remedies because essential oils don't work. And I don't put stuff on my skin. So, okay. The lovers, go find the lover in yourself. Go find the lover out in nature. Go find that lover that just is in love with life. Good one. As a good one to end on. Amen. Aho. Hallelujah. And so it is. I have spoken. I love you all. Have a beautiful rest of your day. And yeah.